You are now tuned into CGS Radio.
Billboard, A-Money,
What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up?
CGS Radio.
CGS Radio back in effect, my people.
We back, bro. What's the word?
Yo, good, man.
What's up with you?
Just came back from the city real quick.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to get into a lot of backstories. We're going to get into, give y'all we're going to give y'all the full story.
Yes, sir. A little bit about us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so y'all know why we even have the opinions we have, why we even, had the talks we be having and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start it off. I was going to ask you, for starters, name an early part of your life where, any age, where you feel like if this particular moment went different, you'd be a different person today.
Well, I would say a real important part of my life, when I was a youngin', I wanted to be a lawyer. Yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer.
There you go.
Let me tighten this up real quick. I wanted to be a lawyer. I was actually in a program.
To be a lawyer?
To be a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer. I don't know why, but
that's crazy.
I wanted to be a lawyer, but that didn't really work out. But I was literally in a program, bro. Like, they used to come pick me up. I'd go and, get the, they'll show me the ropes on, what you had to do for school and how much school you had to do to get up into it. So then I wasn't a school guy, so it didn't turn out right. But, that was one of my times that I felt like if I would have chased that, you know what I mean? Things could have been different. Could have been a lawyer.
You was going to be a lawyer?
Or I could have been a lawyer.
And why you ain't continuing the program?
Told you I wasn't really a school kid. Like, I wasn't a school, driven.
So you feel like if you would have been more, you would have been a lawyer?
Yeah, I probably would have been a lawyer, bro.
You wish you would have been?
Yeah, man, that would have been dope, bro. I could see myself now rocking a suit, you know what I'm saying?
You'd have been talking.
Getting that money, man.
What kind of lawyer?
Criminal defense.
Oh, you wanted to be like a lawyer to help people get off cases.
Criminal defense. I mean, I grew up in the P's, you know what I'm saying? So, we saw a lot of bullshit going on. So I think that's where the first look of like, yo, I could do that, you know what I'm saying? I could help my people out. So that was a good thing.
Was that like a reason like you even thought about being a lawyer?
Yeah, that was the main reason, I believe.
But you got like family and shit that you...
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah. I had family in and out. You know what I'm saying? Getting incarcerated early on. So I said, that could be not just for them, but I said for the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We grew up Spanish, grew up in the projects, all different type of people, all different type of nationalities, you know what I mean? It was a jungle.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it was fun.
Your influences basically saying like, damn, I would want to be a lawyer, was because like your family, you seen like family should go on and be like, damn, I would want to grow up to help them.
Yeah. If they kept getting in trouble, hoping they didn't, but if they did, you know what I mean? And it was something different. No lawyers in my family. No lawyers, no doctors. So I was like, yo, that could be we could start a whole new chapter, you know what I'm saying, and change it up.
That's fire.
But yeah.
That'd be like one of the most pivotal parts of your life that you feel like if that shit would have went different, who I am today would have been completely different.
Completely different, man. I was 11 years old, you know what I'm saying? So who knows what could have, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas are still dreaming at 11. Yeah. A lot of people were still having
my brother actually sent me the picture the other day. The boy had the slacks on, you heard, with the jacket.
You gotta send a picture so I can put it up.
I knew you was gonna go there. Yo, I gotta get the picture, bro. I got the picture.
Send a picture and I'm putting it on the camera.
Damn, dog. I'm gonna do it.
You gotta keep it real. You gotta send a picture.
I'm gonna do it. I got it.
And I'm posting that shit on this episode.
Damn, man.
Yo, Lawyer Al.
Oh my God, bro. I'd have been like this dude in I would have been like Method Man in the show, you heard?
What show?
In the Power Book. He's a lawyer. He plays a lawyer. He plays a hell of a lawyer too.
Okay. I stopped watching that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't even watched that shit since like Mary been on that shit.
Nah. Mary, she does her thing.
Yeah, I'm out the loop completely.
You got to get back on, man. That shit
completely like since Mary was on the show, and I know that Mary been on the show forever, I guess.
Yeah, she definitely been on. They've been putting on. They've been definitely putting on. There we go.
But I could see how you got to just tighten that part right there.
This one.
Yeah, that part when that's tightened. The
There we go.
Yeah.
I had to put the vice grip sight on.
Yeah, because that shit.
Yeah.
The mic heavy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm
Just
saying? You
heavy.
good though. You good. I can hear you. You good.
Word.
That's I can see how that would have changed your life, man.
Yeah, that'd have been different, man.
That'd have changed your life.
How about you? What was your situation?
A most pivotal moment in my life, I would say the loss of a parent. Yeah, the loss of my mom's would have changed my life.
Oh yeah, that was definitely.
That changed my life completely because I thought about life different than 99% of kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember when you first told me that.
Yeah.
I was even impacted because I got my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I lost her at a young age, so I feel like my thought process always was different as a kid.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Aside from where I grew up at and all that, like I was already thinking about the other side.
Quickly, at a young age.
At a young age.
Wow, yeah.
Before you could even begin to like understand why you even having certain thoughts, I was having certain thoughts like.
Yeah. What age was it though? It must have been early, right?
What, when I started thinking like that?
No, meaning when you lost mom.
Oh, I was 3 years old.
See,
so I have like certain memories, but like knowing like, all right, this is my grandmom's, you know, I got my pops and shit like that.
Yeah.
God bless my pops, God bless my grandma, you know what I mean?
Shout out.
Yeah, 100%. But like not having that, because that's not like a cousin.
Nah.
That's not like your dog.
Yeah, nah.
That's not like your distant aunt, you know what I'm saying? That's like your prominent. So yeah, that definitely I think would have shaped me and to be a different nigga. But like, you know, now I feel like definitely it damn, I don't want to say it helped make me who I am, because none of that helps. But yeah, that'd have been a early life stamp that would have changed the course of history for me.
Yeah.
100%. And where you from?
I'm from Lower East Side.
Lower East?
And you from Marcy, and when look how the world is small. We was literally over the bridge, bro.
Over the Willie B.
Over the Williamsburg Bridge, man.
How was it like? Where you from? Like, get a people like a
Lower East Side, man. Baruch Projects.
Talk about the hood. Talk about coming up in the lower, because every piece. Listen, I'm from Marcy. We got Sumner, Tompkins, up the block, RV, down the way. We got Fort Greene. There's a bunch of P's everywhere, but literally it could be across the street, and them niggas is living a whole different reality.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a whole different. You could like, there was a Marcy nigga and a Tompkins nigga, two different people.
Yeah.
And we just a block away.
Yeah, it's like that too.
So it's like, what was like coming up in Baruch and in the lower?
Baruch, man, it was the same dynamics. We got Baruch, we got Lillian Wall, we got Jacob Reese, we got a whole bunch of projects. Different people, very cultural over there, and it was different because, you know, Lower East Side, we also connected to Chinatown. We got Little Italy, you know what I'm saying? So we got a whole different diversity down there. Soho and all that stuff is attached.
That's crazy. Like, you had Soho down there.
Yeah. World Trade Center was super close. We'll jump on a bike from the P's.
To go to the World Trade?
To go to the World Trade, yeah, when the two towers was up. Word. Because we got the FDR drive. That FDR drive, that connects straight into the seaport. That goes straight through. So we jump on our bike. We in the P's.
What was like, all right, so, because the way you making it sound like that shit was like, it was nice.
It was nice. It was nice, and there was a lot of shit going on. But when you got back to the P's.
So what was the P's like?
The P's was
What was the culture? What was the culture like in Baruch?
The P's was fun, man. It was
like if I had to ask you, like, give me, because I'm not from there, so give me an idea of what it's like to be from Baruch on a day-to-day. If you like, because some people could be from somewhere, but they not like really, all right, let me say, I'm a Marcy nigga, like
tapped in. I know what you're saying.
You can't. It don't get more Marcy than me, and nobody could like. It don't get more Marcy than Billboard Bender. This is a fact. It's just a fact. This is not a debate. So it's like, if you really like a Baruch guy, like, what would it be your way of explaining Baruch?
Baruch, man. Baruch was different, man. We had the famous big park, you know what I'm saying, with the handball courts, which was that park right there was like the arena. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like the place where people come from the other projects. Niggas would be rumbling, getting it on, you know what I mean? A lot of friends. We had the boys club, which was like up the block. So that was another thing too. Lower East Side.
You had a boys club?
We had 3 boys clubs. That was what really made the Lower East Side like a whole different dynamic because you made your friends and your enemies in them places. You know what I'm saying?
Boys club, I'd
the
imagine.
boys club, yeah. You got boxing in there. You had the swimming thing. You had the swimming team in there. You had a whole bunch of shit. PAL. You know, after school, you know, you get your ID. You know, and I was doing that from young. Me and my brothers. You know, they had the midgets, which when you were a young kid, it's like a midget ID. Then you had the intermediates.
A midget ID?
Yeah, meaning like that's how they
separated.
When you was a midget, it was like not that you was short, but
no.
You was just a youngin. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then you move on to the next level, which was upstairs, and it was dope, man. But the P's was different though. But for me, like it was some hustling shit going on out there, just for anything, not even street shit. Like a lot of Spanish people. We had the East River, so the East River was a thing for the weekends where whoever sold food and stuff like that. My pops was part of that. He was part of that culture. You know, my pops had a hot dog truck. Whoever know from Lower East Side, you know what I mean? I used to be throwing love.
Truck.
Yo, word. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna say glizzies because we talking real shit.
Yeah.
We don't even know what that shit is about. That shit is some new shit, but my pops had the dogs, you know what I'm saying? The hot dogs, the shish kebabs and shit like that. Real onions. We had 3 trucks too. Now the Lower East Side was crazy. We had the blue truck, we had the white truck, and the red truck. So these trucks was like they were parked by like schools, like my elementary school.
Would they all serve something different?
They all served something different. Like the blue truck was like, they had the hot dogs. They was like the original guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was an old school Puerto Rican guy named Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? In the family, that was our lunch right there. You know what I'm saying? Like our parents or our people come through. We put the money through the, you know what I'm saying? Through the little fence. Yo, grab me son. They had the penny candies. It was a lot of different shit out there. But
that's fire.
Hustling was definitely like a number one thing. You know what I'm saying? My pops had lost his job at a certain point, had the little truck. We worked there, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's back in the day, so that's just already done. But
it don't matter, man. What you was doing?
We was out there selling beers like wildfire, you heard? That was like my job, you heard? Nigga, I have a whole sleeve of the brown bags, you know what I mean? I'll be throwing them beers in there, you know what I'm saying? It was lit, bro.
What age was that?
Oh, mad young, bro. Like 11, 12 also. 11, 12. We had a lady upstairs, Lucy, she was Puerto Rican too. She had the acapulcas and stuff like that. And she also had the beers.
She in the crib?
No, she used to make them downstairs. Yeah, she made like a little...
Downstairs in what, though?
By like a tree. Because the big park...
She used to make the alcapurrias.
Yeah, by the...
And if y'all don't know, like, I'll be working on my Spanish.
Yes, she had the top...
And she used to make them by the tree?
Yeah, all right. So she built like some sort of like kitchen, like how you were doing the campos and PR or in DR. So the tree was her base. Of course, she put her little stove in front of it.
Like a grill type of...
Yeah, you know, had the little, what you call those blue... We used
like a tent?
Not a tent, but that you could tie them up corner to corner to corner. I forgot what they call. We used to call them lonas back in the days. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what that is.
Like when it rains, you know, they'll put them in events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she would bring her stuff prep. You know, of course, like make the ground beef and stuff like that. Have everything prep, and then put the masa. You know, build them up, throw them in a hot oil.
Y'all was basically like
it was like a family. Yeah, it was a family affair, bro. Softball going on every weekend in the big park. Big park was everything.
How was the violence?
Violence was crazy though. It just depended on the time, but violence was really crazy because the Lower East Side, if anybody know, man, Lower East Side, man, before Uptown was Uptown, man, everybody know, man, Lower East Side was heavy heroin, bro, heavy.
Yeah.
Any hood would know that. Even if you from another hood, even if you ain't go down there.
I didn't know that.
It really was. Yeah. Like, you know what Uptown is? Everybody, we going Uptown to go get some shit. Lower East Side was, because like I said, we got Chinatown, we got Little Italy, we got mafia scenery, right? Minutes from the P's.
But all right, let me ask you this: like coming up as a kid, you felt more of the family and the hustle culture,
yes,
compared to the bullshit that came with.
Oh, to the street, yeah. I was away from that. I was apart from that.
Okay.
So I would say that I was really away from that until teenage years. You know, nigga get curious. and you start doing your own little bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
Just-
it's definitely different than your upgrowing. You know what I'm saying? Upbringing.
Damn, nigga, how you? Damn.
No, meaning from what me and you spoken about.
Yeah.
It was nobody selling
See, like,
alcapurrias and
nah. See,
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
like me, if you follow me, you know I'm from Marcy Projects. Feel me? But the people new here, hopefully you stay here. I'm from Marcy Projects, Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Word.
Where I'm from, it was no, like, don't get me wrong, there was like a neighborhood lady. She used to, sell like the frozen ices and shit. The whole hood used to go to her to the crib to buy 50-cent ices and shit.
Hold on, that was what, like lean bears?
I guess it's called a lean
The
bear.
lean bears in the cups and the.
We used to play skelly and shit like outside.
We did that
You know what I'm
too.
saying? My sister made the skelly court for the whole hood. They used to come to Flushing and everybody used to be there. But that was amongst the kids. But right next to the skelly court, they was playing dice. Right next to the skelly court, they was hitting bangs. Right next to the skelly court, the crackheads was coming through. We was kicking crack valves off the skelly court to play skelly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was heavy violence where I'm from.
Yeah.
Like, we grew up to normalize shit that really ain't normal.
It really ain't normal.
Because it was like, yo, hey.
It's crazy.
Yo, hey, there's no bullshit. Like, I remember being on the skelly court and shots start flying, boom, 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 and seeing the bullets hit the brick and spark. And Miss Arlene, God bless the dead, may she rest in peace, screaming at us to come in the building. Get in the building, y'all. Get in the building. Yeah. And we little niggas. We not even 11. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we grew up in a treacherous environment to the point that it was like, what else you thought we was gonna grow up to really like feel was okay to do?
Yo.
Right? For the people who didn't come outside, they probably saw it from the window. But me and my sisters, just like a lot of other people in the neighborhood, they was involved in that. Like, not involved like, doing it, but they was in the middle of all that type.
Oh, they was in the middle of that shit.
They in the middle of that. Like, we ain't grow up with the we had family values in the crib.
But outside
amongst our neighbors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Neighbors come knock on the door for sugar.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? We in the neighbor's crib like family.
Your neighbors was like anywhere close to like truancy almost? Like they look out, meaning like they always watch you?
Oh, no doubt. Like, yeah, one of the neighbors got me in trouble on my birthday for like fucking with the Chinese restaurant. I was throwing stink bombs in the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Making the Chinese nigga chase us through the hood.
Oh, man, blew you up.
And she saw it through the window, told my pops on my birthday.
Oh,
like, yeah.
Man.
We was bad little niggas. You know what I'm saying? We grew up with morals, principles, respect for our elders.
I was gonna say that.
However, the environment we grew up in the hood in Marcy, treacherous. Like, there's no cap on that. Like,
no cap. Yeah.
That I believe like that was probably one of the most dangerous hoods you could grow up in.
Yeah.
In New York, like, facts. Back in those days. Now it's not even a shade of what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But like, growing up there,
I remember coming through there, my high school years, it was definitely
growing up there. It was treacherous.
It was dark.
There's a lot of things that you wouldn't have been able to, survive if you wasn't a certain way. It's just
even
a fact.
coming outside, you was telling me.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, my first computer, I had a computer by the window. They shot. They had a shootout. We found a slug in the wood of the computer desk. Like, I'm at the computer.
Mm-hmm.
The slug was right there. Like, it came through the window, and we found the slug right at the computer desk. Like, the slug could have hit me or one of my sisters if we was at the computer, if the desk didn't stop it.
Wow,
this is a fact.
Crazy.
Like, we found the slug there. We grew up in environments we would see a dead body outside. It's facts.
See, now stuff like that was happening. But
like, you say heroin
over the drugs though.
Crack.
Over.
See, in my hood, like, it'd be over the drugs, but it'd be a lot of gangsters. There's a lot of gangsters.
Yeah.
A lot of gangsters.
Yeah.
a lot of niggas who was proving like my gun go off and yours go off, mine's go off, and they was just banging out. You know what I mean? Bodies.
So you know what I think though? I think it was basically it was a lot of the same shit going on, but I think you was outside earlier than me when we speak. Because that when I say I was away from it, I was doing all these things, working with my pops. You know what I'm saying? Doing that. I think you and then with what you went through, I could tell that you was more really outside, so you was seeing the shit more.
Yeah, we
like
was
because
outside.
we had shootouts. We did the Skelly Top shit, like you know what I'm saying. We had the big park. We had the park behind.
We had the back park. My way we'd play ball and shit. But even in the back park,
should it be going off? Yeah.
They shooting niggas in the back park, like you know what I mean? Like
Crazy,
guns, violence, hustling. Niggas was hustlers.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I feel like the hustle around where I'm from is more. It was more dangerous hustle. Like you know, you grow up, you get to see like, all right, if you getting money, you gonna get money. But as soon as you do something violent, that bring them boys.
Yes.
That's probably why the boys was. I used to come home from school and couldn't get in my crib.
Niggas going crazy.
Because the D's, the boys, all of them had this shit cautioned off. We can't even get in the crib after school because they was banging out.
Wow.
I saw my pop save somebody's life. Nigga shot running up he running up the stairs and shot backwards, hit somebody in the neck, and my pops took his shirt off and applied the pressure on boy's neck, and he stood paralyzed. That was his man nephew, and my pops saved his life. Like,
damn,
you grow up seeing this type of shit. Like
that type of shit, yeah.
It breed a different animal, and that's just not me. That's me, my friends, my associates, everybody that came from there. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up fighting.
Yeah.
That's
that
one
we
thing.
definitely
We grew
did
up
over there. Yeah,
shooting a fit.
That's a fact. Lower East Side, we was heavy on that. That's what it was about.
Flat boxing, grew up shooting a fit. Like so, that's why I'm so heavy in the boxing. I boxed at Gleason's growing up.
Yeah.
We grew up using these.
But I did a little bit of boxing in Bush.
We seen niggas using these more than these.
Crazy.
Or if it was these, it wasn't stopping at these. It was going to get the hammer.
Going to go,
1,000%.
Crazy.
1,000%. But you know, it's still embedded in me, and everybody that come from there is just where we from, man.
Definitely. You wouldn't change it, all right? I wouldn't change nothing.
I wouldn't change my upbringing, man. Marcy made me who I am. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love it still. It's just not the same no more. You know
school. How was school like for you?
We was troublemakers. I was a troublemaker. I wasn't the good kid like that they was knocking on my door telling on me like, your son did this, and my pops was whooping my ass. Like,
damn.
Like, I'm not the kid that was. I passed my grades and all that because my pops ain't play that, but I was bad.
So you was showing up though, at least.
I was showing up and showing off.
Damn.
I was showing up and showing off. This is a fact, nigga. We was beating people up after school.
Word.
100%.
Damn.
We was beating people up after school and going in the house like perfect little angels. We in the house like we ain't do nothing wrong.
Damn, that's
crazy. We was acting up outside. That's a fact.
Damn, and that's crazy though. That's fire though.
What was the music like in your neighborhood growing up?
The music was crazy. Music was everything to us downtown. Like, think about it. We downtown niggas, like, you know what I mean? And we from Manhattan. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, downtown, uptown, midtown, right? It was always like but I was literally over the bridge from you. So think about it. Brooklyn music was heavy. All the music was heavy culture over there.
Mm-hmm.
All the movies was culture over there. All the music. And then Spanish music was heavy in my crib too. So like hip hop was like a treat for us. So once we got a hold of that hip hop, a hold of the sound, it was crazy. We was breaking all rules, bro.
Cause they was really building y'all up off the Spanish music.
Off the Spanish, bro, 100%.
Then y'all grabbed your own shit with the hip hop.
Yeah.
So who was like some of the artists that you first was really listening to?
Like artists that I grew up on, man. Like heavy, man. Like always going big on the locks, you know what I'm saying? DMX, CNN, Capone Noriega definitely was my shit. I'm gonna throw in, you know, Jay was heavy. Rock was super heavy. Big L was heavy. You know what I'm saying? Lower East Side.
That's the early 90s though.
That's what it was for us, early 90s. Early 90s.
So none of your family was really listening to hip hop. It was like y'all generation that grabbed it.
My older cousins, the ones that's right over us, you know what I'm saying?
They was listening to hip hop?
Yeah, like cuz you know what I'm saying? Like cuz is up top, you know what I'm saying? My older cousins is in their 40s. But the ones over them, they was on some freestyle shit.
But you use like the influence from your cousins to grab on to hip hop.
Yeah, because they was listening to the older stuff. Big Daddy Kane, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Run DMC. They was on that first wave, you know what I mean? We caught the real wave. I'm gonna call it the real wave.
Golden era of hip hop.
The golden era, yes. Not to take nothing away from the old school cats, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, but
yeah.
I really wasn't doing. I mean, I heard a lot of this shit, like in the parks, hanging out, barbecue, shit like that. Did I really gravitate to it too much? Not really.
Okay.
That golden era is what that shit.
So a lot of your views on CG's radio is gonna come behind the era of hip hop that you really listen to.
Yes, 90s, golden era.
A lot of the views that I'm gonna have is gonna be biased based off where I'm from and based off me being a rapper.
Yes.
So that's the difference.
That's
the difference I want y'all to know. A lot of his views is gonna come based off of where he's from and the era of music that he enjoyed. A lot of my views gonna come off of me just being a rap nigga, and if I don't like it, I don't like it, because I'm competitive and I'm from Marcy Projects. So one thing we not gonna do is talk Rockefeller and think you gonna come at me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Like I'm from the hood.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Marcy Projects got the best rappers that ever graced planet Earth, and we could go.
Yeah.
I really believe that in my heart. Like,
listen, you know why I love it, and the people listen, we here to give them the real deal.
Yeah, we be having them convos.
I love the fact though that you got that you can spread that to the world and let them know, like, because your story's really real. What I told you when we first really locked, I'm like, damn, nigga, like, your story's really real. There's nothing fabricated about it. You really from Marcy.
Yeah.
You from, you know what I'm saying, the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I started in 552, Flushing Avenue.
Yeah,
I'm from Marcy, nigga. We had 2 cribs in the hood. I really come from 552 Flushing, and then we moved when I was 15 to 534 with Jan.
Yeah.
But I knew Tata family my whole life.
Yeah, you talking about
me and Jay nephews, whatever.
Super.
So
that's fire, man.
I grew up seeing that shit my whole life.
Regardless, that's just we just talking about a building that's close to another. These buildings, like you from. And I became the runner up for real, and it took a lot for me to become the runner up in that project rapping, and I stand on that. Even though, like I said, Marcy got the greatest rappers to ever grace planet Earth. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that. Yeah. That's that next question.
It's Marcy versus everybody. I ain't gonna lie.
Word.
Because the dudes that I idolize besides Jay and Bleak from rapping, who I seen doing it before me, them niggas coming home and it was putting on. I still feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care where you from. Marcy bred rappers. Like, I don't know what place bred basketball players, but I guess Rockefeller did that to the point that Marcy made rappers.
Word. Oh, yeah.
And we the biggest.
Yo.
We the biggest. I don't care. I'm not disrespecting the old niggas.
I love it. This is gonna get crazy.
Marcy the biggest, man. Marcy the biggest, but you know what I'm saying? This is going to be the first episode of CG's Radio. We're going to come back.
You are now tuned into CG's Radio.